I'd like to thank Congressman Barletta for not only his efforts on the national security front, but for the fact that he has not forgotten the little guy, the small community. When the congressman had brought this to the city of Hazleton's attention, approximately 2 weeks ago, my zoning officer had showed me an application, so to speak, or a review for what was the state-funded minimum security prison known as MinSec. And the city and this entire community knows firsthand the pains that we went through having a minimum security prison in the downtown of a town of 30,000 people. The issue that I look at is not a national security issue. It's a city of Hazleton security issue. And that's why my hat is off to Congressman Barletta for fighting this fight. This is not the fight that I'm sure anyone can win. It's the fight that needs fought, because I look at this as trying to maintain the safety of my own community. I don't have enough police officers now to deal with the issues that we currently deal with. I'm not sure if I put a few hundred kids that are coming across the border undocumented here, how am I going to deal with the clientele that will follow these children? You can talk to District Attorney Salavantis, Attorney General Kathleen Kane, and see what they're all doing with the child exploitation units that they all currently have right now. Child pornography, child prostitution, it runs rampant. The fact that we're talking about the ability of human trafficking taking place and bringing children that we can't even document their age, their date of birth, or who their parents are. And then we're going to be turning those children over to people that, my question becomes, who's going to do these background investigations? And what is that going to do when we're now bringing communicable diseases from third world countries to the city of Hazleton? Our medical infrastructure is already taxed to the breaking point. Now I'm going to add the possible diseases that we never even see. I'm going to take children and eventually going to have to mainstream them into our education process. How will that work? And what about the children that we have there right now that need all of the help that they can? Yet alone what it's going to do when we're done with these children. Where are they going to go from the center of the city of Hazleton? Obviously, normally what happens is they stay right in the same area. So now I'm relocating children without parents from third world countries to the city of Hazleton. And again, what does that do with our infrastructure and crime and the ability to keep this community safe? So I'm happy, I'm extremely thankful that instead of the tail wagging the dog, that Congressman Barletta is going not only to the border, but asking these questions that seem like they were hidden. They were hidden from every small municipality's view. We weren't even a blip on anybody's radar screen. And the congressman has brought this to the forefront to say, not only do I want answers from a national security standpoint, but I owe the communities that I serve in this nation answers to what we're going to do with these children and what we're going to do to protect these communities, possibly from these children. So I can't stress enough how gracious I am for the congressman to be willing to, as they say with the big dogs, not stay on the porch. He's running with the big dogs. He's asking the questions. And I think that it's probably time that the United States itself shows that our bite is actually much worse than our bark. And that maybe we should just stop this whole process until we can answer the questions. What offends me is that the federal government was well aware of this issue 6 months ago. As you see, in a January, we're soliciting for escorts for over 65,000 people. And I'm going to tell you one thing that I know about crime. If you think you're aware of 65,000, there's probably another 65,000 you're unaware of. So these are the children that we're going to say we're aware of. If we're saying, well, it might be 100,000, it's probably double that. And so what I would like to do is see the congressman be successful in stopping this program from starting until we have all of the appropriate answers and until somebody could come back to the municipalities such as Hazleton and say, here's our plan. Here's how we're going to support your infrastructure so that when this is dumped in your lap, you're going to get the help that you need so that it's not going to become just a problem 2,000 miles away from the border.